So we got a trailer for X-Men 97, which is the revival of the 90s X-Men show, obviously. So, this is another one of those animated shows I didn't really grow up with. I said the same thing whenever I talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. People say it's one of the greatest animated shows ever made, but I don't have a ton of nostalgia for it. But I still think it's pretty good, just like this show. It's one of the best animated superhero shows of all time. It'd be up there with, say, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Batman the Animated Series, and Spectacular Spider-Man, and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. It'd be up in that category. Whether or not it's the best, I would have to rewatch a lot of those to determine, but it's far better than many other superhero shows we've gotten in the past. And I got excited for this revival, and this trailer definitely looks like it shows a lot of promise. Now, my one big concern with this is basically the concern I have with anything modern Hollywood nowadays, is that they're going to turn it into a bunch of woke trash. Now, at least from the trailer, I don't see any of that. It just seems like the good old days of the X-Men cartoon, which is all I'm asking for out of this show. And it does throw us for a loop at the end, where, if you didn't see the X-Men show, it shows you in the trailer that Charles Xavier died at the end of that show. And and in his will and testament, he left everything to Magneto. Now, I'm not sure where they're going with this. I'm not sure if he's still evil or going to take it and take everything over, or if they're going to try to do the Days of Future Past route or Apocalypse route, whichever movie you want to go off, where he's a redeemed Magneto and joins the X-Men, even though in those movies he basically betrays the X-Men in every single movie, so maybe they're shooting for the same thing here. I don't really know. Again, it comes out in March, so we've got a release date at least. It's far more than I can say for a lot of other projects that have been announced. I know there's a lot of other projects I want to talk about, like there's Moana 2, as well as the live-action remake, and and I'm planning to do a video on the new Avatar: Last Airbender live-action show, so there's quite a few things I want to talk about today. But this was the one that caught my eye the most. And yes, it's partly due to the fact that it is Marvel, and it's of course connected to the MCU and their big multiverse, where pretty much anything that's ever been made by Marvel is part of their big Marvel multiverse. Whether it comes to the big movies like the Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man films, the X-Men films, the Fantastic Four movies, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, yeah, I know they casted all the Fantastic Four. I know some people are going to say that whether I talk about it or not. But yeah, I know they casted the Fantastic Four. And my thoughts on that casting? It's fine. I don't really like Pedro Pascal that much, and I don't like that he's Mr. Fantastic. I think that was a bad choice, but the rest are fine. But, yeah, so you get those big movies, and then you've got even the small, obscure movies that you've probably never even heard of. Like, did you know there was a Man-Thing movie back in, 2005? Or Howard the Duck from 1986? Or hell, maybe the 1990 Captain America movie is technically Marvel Legacy canon. I don't know. That one hasn't been confirmed, but you might as well. Like, you embrace the good and the bad. So, yeah. I don't really have a ton to say about this because the trailer... What the hell was that? Is relatively straightforward. There's nothing really to complain about. I do say that the animation looks just a little different. It looks very similar to What If than it does the 90s show. I wonder if that's the same design they'll go for Spider-Man Freshman Year, or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is what it's called now, so we'll just have to wait and see. I think that comes out late this year. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say about this trailer. Let me know what you thought of this. This is probably the video I'll have the least to say in, because the other two I have words about, and they're not exactly the kindest of words, unlike what I have for this one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this X-Men revival. Are you excited? Are you worried? Are you somewhere in between like I am? Let me know, and yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next time.